The following is a presentation of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Your Lady Flames play here.
Free throws are good. Flames try to break through the pressure to get a shot at the buzzer. They go inside to Smuda. Smuda turns and scores as the horn sounds. Bella Smuda corner to Hess. Hess for three. Boom! Emma Hess, her third three-pointer of this first quarter.
The Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Fakes the shot, gets everybody to bite, takes it into the paint, floats it home. Beautiful move.
With Liberty and Conference USA, it's time for the Flames to rise again. Rise with us. Welcome to live pregame radio coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Liberty Lady Flames basketball is brought to you in part by Segra, a proud partner of Liberty University. Segra offers customized business technology solutions. You can learn more at segra.com. Liberty basketball is also brought to you by Carter Bank. Life lived full. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Carl Miller Realty, caring, competent, trusted advisors. And by Lynchburg Nissan. Nobody beats our prices. Nobody. Welcome to the Lady Flames Tip-Off Show, powered by Segra. Coming up, we'll hear from head coach Kerry Green. Plus, pregame analysis, starting lineups, and much more are on the way. Now let's go live courtside with the voice of Liberty Lady Flames basketball, Jamie Hall.
Hello everyone and welcome into Ruston, Louisiana, where the Lady Flames are getting set to take on Louisiana Tech in a Conference USA women's basketball tilt. La Tech, they are 11-9 on the year, 4-5 in the conference. We'll give you a look at the standings here in just a second. The Lady Flames, they're 15-5. Overall, and 8-1 and tied for first in conference play. Our Aqua Pros series recap. This is the fourth meeting between these two teams. Liberty is 3-0, having won twice last year, and the first game of the series set in Lynchburg in early January, 75-64. Asia Boone led the team in that game with 13 points. Flames are currently on a 7-game winning streak, but Louisiana Tech has won 7 straight games here in this building, the Thomas Assembly Center. Matter of fact, they only have one loss the entire season here. They are currently, though, on a 3-game losing streak on the road, most recently at Sam Houston, 70-65 on Saturday. Previous weekend, they lost at Middle Tennessee, 61-43, and at Western Kentucky. All these games were on the road. At Western Kentucky, 69-61. A lot of international flavor between these two squads. There's 4 international girls on Louisiana Tech and 6 on Liberty. We'll talk more about these countries that they're from as the game goes along. There's also a lot of freshmen that have played extremely well this year. 10 Freshman of the Week honors have gone to players in this team, 7 of those on Louisiana Tech. That's not 7 individual players, but just 7 times, 7 weeks this year that Louisiana Tech has won the award, and the Flames have done it 3 times. Flames have 4 freshmen, 2 that are playing, 2 that are red shirts, including Ife Nawabi, who is our featured Lady Flame on this week's podcast. You can check that out on YouTube as well as on your favorite podcast channels on Spotify, Apple, and so on at Liberty Flames Podcast. She was a great guest this week. You can check that out. There's 7 freshmen on the Lady Techsters roster. Mentioned the standings. The Flames 8-1 at the top of the league, along with Middle Tennessee. Middle Tennessee would have the tiebreaker at this point because of the head-to-head, but those two teams will play again at the end of the year. Western Kentucky is in sole possession of 3rd place at 6-3. Then you've got FIU 5-4, Louisiana Tech and New Mexico State 4-5. Jax State and Kennesaw State 3-6, and Sam Houston and UTEP are in a tie for last at 2-7. Our Foster Fuels Who's Hot, how about Emma Hess? She has been averaging 13 points a game in the 7-game winning streak that the Lady Flames are currently on. She also had a great game in this building a year ago with 29 points. Our Alcova Mortgage keys to the game. Well, both teams are very good at rebounding. Who's going to be a little bit better today? That's a key question. And turnovers. Both teams are kind of bad at turnovers. Who's going to do better today? We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the thoughts of head coach Kerry Green.
Looking to buy a home or refinance a mortgage? Now is the time to take advantage of your one-of-a-kind offer from Alcova Mortgage. As an employee or alumni with Liberty University, you are eligible to receive a lender credit that equates to 1% of your total loan amount up to $5,000. This offer provides you with some much-needed savings while also helping you tackle your closing costs. Visit alcova.com/liberty today for details. Offer does not apply to broker loans.
Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at gentrylock.com.
At Carilion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carilion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carilion proud.
Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. With a focus on honesty, education, and excellence, they light the way to savings, home comfort, and a greener future. Educating homeowners about the power of solar and energy efficiency is their winning game plan. More information about Earthright Mid-Atlantic? 434-200-9716 or at erepower.com.
You're listening to Liberty Basketball and the Lady Flames Tip-Off Show from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Our pregame coverage continues with the thoughts of head coach Kerry Green, presented by Earthright Mid-Atlantic. Once again, here's Jamie Hall.
Well, Coach, I'm going to do the opposite of those commercials that say you become your parents whenever you buy a home or whatever it is. I'm going to talk about the weather to begin the broadcast. It's 80 degrees outside here in Louisiana, and we're coming from, it's been nicer the last week or so in Virginia, but it wasn't that long ago that it was 4, and it's like we're in a tropical paradise. A little bit of an adjustment. Does it change anything as far as conditioning, getting ready, hydration for the game?
Well, the spring is near, probably a month away. Down here, the spring is already showing itself, as you're saying, in the 70s, 80s. It's pleasant. We're farther south, and it's pleasant. As far as conditioning, no, we're here and gone within 48 hours. So we need good sleep. We need hydration, and need to be hydrated before the game anyway. Doesn't make a difference where you play at. If you're thirsty, you're 2 hours behind. So you got to be way ahead. We should be hydrated from our pregame and maybe drinking a little bit more right now. And it's just the training is and preparation is the same. We don't want a lot of different changes, and you shouldn't change. You should play the same way each time, and maybe a little more focus, and hopefully you're real sharp, you're efficient. If you're not, make sure that you're doing the right things to be successful. And that's running the floor and setting your defense and keeping people in front of you, contesting shots and rebounding. Don't give them a second chance. And on the offensive end, being efficient. Don't throw the ball, take all over the floor and take care of it. So none of that really changes.
We're 3 months into the season, which is crazy enough to say that. But on the floor tonight, 10 weeks of Freshman of the Week will be represented between the two teams. Both these squads have a lot of young talent.
Yeah, especially Louisiana Tech, and I think one of them got Freshman Player of the Year 4 times in a row. And then I think earlier in the season she got it, so she's gotten it 5 times. And the post player, I think, got it, and that was a guard. And then one post player got it 1 week. So some talented young players on the floor, very talented.
When you look back to that matchup in early January against Louisiana Tech, what are some things that stand out that you did well? Obviously a win. What went well, and what are some things that you can work on off of that?
Well, overall, they got a great team. And in that particular game, we shot the ball pretty well. And I felt like defensively we're in pretty good position. And still, I guess only 1 by 12 or something like that, somewhere between 10 and 12. We'd never really
11.
11.
Yeah.
We never really separated ourselves because, one, they've got a good team. They play hard. I think we run a lot of the same things in the principles, pick and roll and reversing the ball and hedging on screens and things like that. So it's a mirror type game, I think. And, if you go by just a general rule of thumb, you're 10 points better at home. And that means this game is going to be a 1-point game. So we've got to play well, and they're 10-1 at home, so they're very confident playing here at home. And we know we're in a war zone, so nothing new. We're just going to have to play an A game to be successful and be focused the entire game.
How about the Ortho Virginia injury report after that 3-game homestand?
We're beat up a little bit, but, we're still trying to nurse through flu bugs and just try to stay healthy. You got 4 weeks left. You got 8 games. So these 2 games here on the road is very important if we want to finish in the top. Every game is going to be important from here on out. So we just want to continue to build and execute and develop. And I think at that point in time we'll be giving our very best, and our goal is to put a smile on God's face with our efforts and give him the glory, and we'll get the joy of a victory for playing hard. So that's our goal. Pretty simple.
Sounds good, Coach. We appreciate your time. Wish you the best tonight.
Thank you.
As head coach Kerry Green, we'll be back with a relevant law tip right after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
I'm Bob Davis. If you're considering improving your backyard, AquaPros has just what you need. For the grilling devotee, nothing beats the big green egg. Everything tastes better when it's cooked on a big green egg. AquaPros has the full line of green egg grills, charcoal, and accessories. Since 1985, AquaPros has been the source for the world's greatest hot tub, American-made marquee spas. Stop into any of AquaPros 4 showrooms today and make your home a fun and relaxing resort.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
Your business deserves a bank that values relationships and prioritizes customer service. Since 1979, First Bank and Trust Company has been delivering on these very commitments. Our bankers have been accessible, consultative, and provide a degree of understanding developed through years of commercial experience. First Bank and Trust has the expertise and capital to fund small and large projects up to $32 million. More information on First Bank and Trust and its services is available at firstbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Fostering warm moments for 100 years, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services throughout Central Virginia and surrounding areas. From propane to fireplaces and tank installs to tankless water heaters, Foster does it all. Visit fosterfuels.com or download the app to order fuel, pay your bill, and more. Get the customer service you deserve and turn up the heat with Foster Fuels and the Liberty Flames.
This broadcast of Liberty Lady Flames basketball is authorized under rights granted by Liberty University to Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and is intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. The accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and Liberty University Athletics. The announcers are selected by the Liberty Flames Sports Network and approved by Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment. It's game time. Live radio play-by-play coverage of Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network is brought to you by Segra, a proud partner of Liberty University. Segra offers customized business technology solutions. You can learn more at segra.com. Carter Bank, life lived full. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Freedom First Credit Union, start banking for good with Freedom First today. Carl Miller Realty, caring, competent, trusted advisors. And by Lynchburg Nissan. Nobody beats our prices. Nobody. Now let's go courtside for the call of the game. Here's Jamie Hall.
Welcome back into the Thomas Assembly Center here in Reston, Louisiana. The Lady Flames and Lady Texters about to do battle. La Tech comes in at 11-9 on the year, 4-5 in conference. The Lady Flames are 15-5 and 8-1 in Conference USA. Let's get you the starters for the home team and their head coach, Brooke Starr, in her 9th season here, 13th season overall, 216 wins, 178 losses. She'll start Robin Lee, who wears number 3, 5'8" graduate student from Moss Point, Mississippi. She had 19 points in the game at Liberty earlier this season. She's averaging 12. Jordan Marshall, one of those freshmen of the week we were talking about earlier. 2-time freshman of the week. She wears 15, 6-foot-tall freshman from Little Rock, Arkansas. Was only 1 of 5 against the Flames, but had 18, 1 of 5 with 3 points, and had 18 against Sam Houston over the weekend. Gianna Morris wears 22. She's a 5'7" sophomore from Sherwood, Arkansas. She had 11 against the Flames and has averaged 11 this season. Paris Bradley wears 23. She's a 4-time freshman of the week in the conference from Carrollton, Texas. 17 points in the game against Liberty, 18 in her last outing against the Bearcats. And then finally the other freshman of the week. And that is another one of the international students, Isla Airy. She wears number 18, 6'4" freshman from Melbourne, Australia, and is putting up 6.2 points and 5.3 rebounds a game. For the Lady Flames and their head coach, Kerry Green, in his 26th season, 580 wins, 238 losses. He'll have Jordan Hodges as his point guard. She is a 5'6" senior from Richmond, Virginia, wears 0, averaging almost 7 points a game. Asia Boone in the backcourt, wearing number 12, 5'8" sophomore from San Diego, California. Asia had 12 points against JSU on Saturday. She's averaging just over 11 a game and has a team-high 38 three-pointers. Emma Hess, also a good three-point shooter. She has 34 on the season. She wears 23, 6-foot-tall senior from Beaver Creek, Ohio. Had 29 in the win last year here at La Tech. She's averaging just under 11 points a contest. Elizabeth Ayestadish wears number 21, 6'2" sophomore from Grindavik, Iceland. 6 points, 6 rebounds a game for Liz, and she had 8 points and 9 boards against JSU in the last game. Finally down low, Bella Smuda, number 31, 6'6" redshirt senior from Exton, Pennsylvania. 12.2 points a game, 6.9 rebounds a contest. That number is down from last season, but certainly not down in her last game. She had 24 points and 13 boards against the Gamecocks over the weekend. She also leads the team with 39 blocked shots on the year. Louisiana Tech's actually going to be wearing almost mirror opposite jerseys from what the Flames will wear. The Lady Techsters have the white jerseys, red numbers, and a little baby blue trim. The Flames have the red jerseys with baby blue numbers and some white trim. Tip is in the air. It is won by the Flames, and Liberty will have the first possession of the basketball game. Going from left to right. Asia Boone dribbles to the near side, hands off to Hess. Hess back up top. Now comes on to the near wing to Ayestadish. Up to Boone. Boone at the top of the arc will drive. Now steps back for a long two-pointer. It rattles in. Friendly roll for Asia Boone, and the Flames are on top 2-0. Louisiana Tech with their first possession of the game. Going to the far corner is Morris. Now up top to Airy. Back over to Lee. Lee drives and scores. Tied at 2. Only man-to-man pressure as the Flames get it across half court. Jordan Hodges dribbles off of a screen, takes it into the paint, but was a little too strong on her layup attempt. And La Tech gets the rebound. We mentioned both these teams very good at getting on the glass. The Flames almost get a steal. The ball's loose, and they actually, oh, nope, pops out of bounds. Emma Hess almost got her hands on it, but couldn't quite secure it, and it comes out of bounds with 17 seconds on the shot clock for the Lady Techsters. I think Emma was anticipating that she was going to have to almost get into a wrestling match after the ball, but when she went to the floor, she was really the only one in the neighborhood and couldn't quite hold on to it. Even if she would have grabbed it, she would have probably slid along the floor for a traveling violation. La Tech will reset their offense, but a pass deflects off of Boone, and the Flames come away with a steal. Smuda across half court will slow things down as she was the one running the break. And now Liberty loses the handle. Steal back the other way. Taking it up court is Marshall. Marshall drives in on Ayestadish, missed the shot, and Ayestadish is able to clean up the rebound, but then the Flames have it stolen away. Smuda had it knocked away from her. La Tech back on the attack. Jumper from Morris is a miss, but she gets her own rebound, and they'll reset. Comes to the top of the arc to Airy. takes one dribble and bounces it over to the near side to Morris. Morris back into Airy, and she rushes a shot but banks it in. Didn't look pretty, but it worked. And Louisiana Tech takes their first lead of the game. They're up 4-2. Jordan Hodges with the basketball for the Flames. Peels off of a screen, gives to Ayestadish. Now to Boone, and we're going to have a reach-in foul called against Robin Lee. Our broadcast location is slightly elevated. 8 rows up, but pretty much right at center court. So not a bad vantage point at all across the court from where the team's benches are. Asia Boone going to pull up on the baseline after the inbounds, and she nails it. 4 points for Asia. The Flames tie the game at 4 apiece. Louisiana Tech runs their offense into a three-pointer, and Morris hits. Louisiana Tech, not a particularly good three-point shooting team as a squad, 29%. Morris, though, leads them with now 26 three-pointers on the year. Louisiana Tech takes a 3-point lead, and we're going to get a traveling violation against the Flames that turns the ball back over to the Lady Texters. Both these teams turn the ball over more than they would like. The Flames 18 times a game, La Tech 19 times. Louisiana Tech forces a couple more than the Flames do, 17-15. 7-4. Lady Texters with the lead in the basketball. Now they don't have the basketball. It's ripped out of the hands of Gianna Morris. Liberty gets it back. Flames dribbling in front of the La Tech coaching staff as Hess will go baseline. Her jumper skips off the rim, and La Tech gets the rebound. Back up court to Marshall. Marshall now on the near wing to Morris. Morris has a little space as she takes it into the paint. Floats it towards the rim, missed the shot. Offensive rebound, though, for Marshall, and she draws a foul. A couple of free throws ahead for La Tech. Bella Smuda picks up her first personal. On the season, Jordan Marshall, a 65% shooter. Misses the first off the back rim. La Tech as a team 68%, the Flames 74%, but Liberty sure struggled in that game against Jack State over the weekend. Only hitting 5 of 16. So also shot well below their three-point percentage in that game. Flames were 3 of 17 from outside the arc, 18%, and they average just under 37%. They actually shoot a better three-point percentage than their opponents shoot from the field. Liberty back on offense, 1 or 2 free throws for La Tech. Flames down by 4. Boone's going to step back for 3 and drain it. Asia Boone has come to play. All 7 Liberty points from the sophomore. Louisiana Tech back on offense. The shot is off the mark by Avery Aaron, who had just come in. Also, the Flames have made a substitution. Emmy Stout replaced Smoot after she picked up that first personal foul. Now the ball is loose on the floor, and it's still loose on the floor, and La Tech has it, and a foul is going to be called against Liberty. And that was a wild fray where, from my biased standpoint, Louisiana Tech got away with some heavy contact on Asia Boone that set all that up. And then it trickled into the backcourt. Credit the hustle of both teams. They were going to the floor. It eventually went to the Lady Texters, and Boone was called for a foul. So kind of salt in the wound as a jump shot is good by the Lady Texters to give them a 10-7 lead. Back the other way. Jordan Hodges is going to attack the basket. She draws a foul, and Liberty will get their first free throws after a timeout. Pretty high-scoring start to this basketball game. Flames trailing by 3, but they'll have a chance to chip into that at the free throw line when we return here in the first quarter on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Are your feet preventing you from living life? Hi, I'm Jonathan Cotton, and you may have heard my Good Feet story, how I love my arch support so much that I bought the store. Since then, thousands of customers have found relief from foot, knee, and back pain. I love to hear their stories of walking, running, and just enjoying their new life pain-free. Don't let foot, knee, or back pain keep you from living the life you love. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America in logo wear.
Now back to Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
10-7, Louisiana Tech with the lead over Liberty. 4:57 to go in the first quarter. Flames will be shooting some free throws when we get back underway. Liberty men will be playing very shortly at home against La Tech. Later start time because of television. We were a 7:30 start here, well, in Lynchburg. 6:30 local here in Louisiana. Men's game, an 8 o'clock approximate tip. Mentioned a couple of fouls called in the early going. For the Flames, Asia Boone picked up one, and actually it was not Bella Smuda that picked up the other. She did come out of the game right after the foul, but it was Emma Hess that was given the foul. For La Tech, Robin Lee and Gianna Morris each have a foul in the early going. Lady Texers with a 4-2 rebounding edge. Flames with 4 turnovers. La Tech with 2. Liberty will have Jordan Hodges, Asia Boone, Emma Hess, Elizabeth Ayastadish, and Emmy Stout, the 5 on the court. Jordan Hodges will be shooting the free throws, 89% shooter on the year. She makes the first, makes it a 2-point game. And the second. Every free throw the Lady Flames make this season, it means 100 meals to local area food banks through the Food Lion Feeds Score to Give More campaign. Our thanks to Food Lion for their support. La Tech with the basketball, they go on the interior. The shot, though, by Marshall missed. She was maybe more alone than she thought when she got that backdoor pass. Flames get the rebound. They got a chance to retake the lead. Boone at the top of the arc will bounce it to Ayastadish, now far wing to Hodges. Hodges up top to Stout. Stout goes back to Hodges. Hodges will drive baseline and then kick a pass across to Hess, who's open for 3, but too strong. Rebound La Tech. They'll run it the other way. Morris drives, missed the shot, but drew the foul. Emma Hess is going to pick up her second. We'll see Brooke Moore for the first time. Bella Smuda will also check back into the game. Asia Boone with 7 of the Flames' 9 points. Bradley with 2 free throws. And Paris Bradley's first is good. She is a 74% free throw shooter on the year. Second is also good. Back out to a 3-point lead for La Tech. They've led by as many as 4. Flames led by 2 in the opening seconds. Jordan Hodges across half court. Dribbles to the top of the arc. Now penetrates and passes to Smuda. Smuda's double teamed and the ball's tied up. The arrow will give it over to the Lady Texters, another Liberty turnover. Smallish crowd on hand here on a Thursday night in Ruston, Louisiana. It's a cavernous building. We'll talk more about it here in a minute. Louisiana Tech is able to get the pass down low to Avery Aaron, and someone missed an assignment. She was wide open. Largest lead of the game now for the Lady Texters. They're up by 5, 14-9. Boone with the basketball, up to Ayestadish at the top of the arc, near wing to Moore. Moore tries to shake loose of the defender, instead will pass to Smuda. Far side to Hodges, 8 seconds to shoot. She drives and kicks outside to Ayestadish, who will pull up from 15. It's off the mark, and the rebound is taken in by Louisiana Tech. They run it up court to Bradley, and then she lost the basketball. Flames have a 3-on-3 back the other way. Boone hands back to Hodges. Hodges goes cross court to Ayestadish, who's open for 3, but puts too much on it, and Louisiana Tech gets the rebound. Back up court is Bradley, and then her pass is telegraphed and picked off by Boone. It's a race down court, and Asia wins the race but misses the shot. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be La Tech basketball. Asia was able to beat Avery Aaron back after the steal. Couldn't finish off the play. The lead holds at 5, and La Tech will have the basketball. Flames bring in Peen Steenbergen and Avery Mills. The only starter on the court for Liberty is Smuda. Anna Bedoza is now running the point for the Flames, but she's on defense at the moment, guarding Paris Bradley. Comes near wing to Robin Lee. Lee's going to drive along the near baseline, missed the shot badly, and the Flames, Brooke Moore gets the rebound. Hands off to Bedoza, and Bedoza will dribble on top of the giant Louisiana Tech logo at midcourt. Now gets into the offense, pulls up from the elbow, and draws a foul. Anna Bedoza was hit in the act of shooting. Louisiana Tech committed the cardinal sin of defending jump shooters. You don't foul a jump shooter. Bedoza's first free throw is good. That cuts the lead down to 4. On the season, a 77% free throw shooter, but does miss the second. So the lead is 4. Louisiana Tech gets the rebound. They've got the ball back on offense. Bradley to Airy. Now far wing, Thomas. Thomas will pass it back up to Bradley, and Bradley retreats near midcourt. Dribbles with the left hand with 8 seconds on the shot clock and passes to Aaron. Aaron drives towards the hoop and has her shot blocked, and the Flames come away with the basketball. Smuda and Steenbergen were both in the neighborhood. Liberty back now on the offensive end, trailing by 4. Smuda at the top of the arc, goes far wing to Moore. Moore finds a little space and passes back to Steenbergen. She's going to drive through and miss the layup, but Smuda got the rebound and then traveled trying to settle herself to go back up on the attempted putback. One of the officials is now coming over to the La Tech band. And has a conversation with the band director. And I guess the band might have been making a little noise while the game was going on. Once the ball is inbounded, it's supposed to put down your horns. That gets settled. La Tech with the ball and a 4-point lead as we approach 1 minute to go in the quarter. 3-second violation, though. We'll give it back to the Flames. The 5th La Tech turnover. The Flames have 6. We expected that number might be high for both teams. Ana Bedoza across half court to Mills. She hands it right back to Bedoza. Now back to Mills at the top of the arc. Gets a little space, tries to bounce a pass into Smuda, and Smuda does a great job just to catch the pass that was near her knees. And all in one motion, went up and scored. She's made this a 2-point game. With 39 seconds to go, there's about a 15-second difference between the shot clock and game clock as Peen Steenbergen steps in and steals a pass. The Flames will fire a 3 near wing. It's off the mark, and La Tech got the rebound, and they can now hold for the final shot of this first quarter. Dribbling just across the half is Paris Bradley. She has Bedoza on her. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. A lob to Airy. Smuda extended out at the 3-point line defending her as the pass goes down low to Lee. And we're going to get a foul called and a traveling violation. Correction, not a foul. Traveling violation against La Tech. I'm not sure how that was possible. Had to be a foul, one way or the other. But Flames will take it with 9/10 of a second. They just inbound and let the horn sound. So Liberty does get a stop to end the first quarter. But to describe what happened on that play, Lee put her shoulder into Avery Mills, and Mills went flying. Had to either be a charge or a block. But somehow, out of that, it was apparently was a no call on the contact. And then after that, Lee, because of the contact, understandably, stumbled forward and was called for a traveling violation. I think the officials missed that one. Probably should have been a charge, but worked out okay for the Flames as they were able to get a stop. Only trailed by 2 as we head to the second quarter here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haleys.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
Curious about the housing market in Central Virginia? The caring, competent, trusted advisors at Carl Miller Realty have over 100 years of combined experience. We are committed to helping clients make informed housing decisions. For a winning game plan and to discover the value of your home, visit carlmillerrealty.com to make your next move a slam dunk with our winning team. That's carlmillerrealty.com.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com. That's www.ironcladcoffee.com to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank & Trust game at a glance.
Liberty scored the first 2 points of the game, and there was a couple of ties after that, but it's pretty much been, it was Louisiana Tech's first quarter. They led by as many as 5. Again, the only time they trailed was 2-0. Flames are shooting only 33% from the field and 1 of 4 from 3. La Tech 42% from the field and 1 of 1 from the 3-point line. Both teams are 3 of 4 from the free throw line. La Tech with 7 turnovers, the Flames with 6. Rebounding is 10-6 Lady Techsters. Asia Boone with 7 points to lead the Flames. Marshall and Morris with 3 to lead a balanced La Tech attack. It will be Liberty basketball to start the second quarter. Flames have Steenbergen, Bedoza, Moore, Smuda, and Avery Mills. Not sure why Avery got her first name mentioned there, when everybody else just had their last names. Steenbergen over to Moore. Moore's going to drive in, get to the basket, and finish. Nice play by Brooke Moore. Strong to the hoop to tie this game at 14 apiece. Just underway in the second quarter. Quick jumper by Gianna Morris answers, though. La Tech back up by 2. Bedoza running the point. Near side to Mills, now cross court to Steenbergen. Steenbergen over to Moore, back to Steenbergen. Steenbergen lost the basketball. Flames turn it over. Louisiana Tech will get a run out back the opposite way. A contested layup by Jordan Marshall is too strong, and the Flames get the rebound. Liberty down by 2. Mills to Steenbergen. Now to Moore. Brooke holds the ball high above her head and gives back to Steenbergen. Now to Smuda. Smuda's going to try to attack. Goes into the paint, to the left, to the right, and puts it in. Great footwork by Bella Smuda. We're tied at 16. Lee back the opposite way for La Tech. Works her way on the baseline, draws some contact, and scores. So Louisiana Tech retakes the lead, and will have a chance at the free throw line to make it a 3-point game. Lee is 62% free throw shooter on the year, rattles it home. 19-16. La Tech. Bedoza across half court. Guarded closely by Morris. Now get it into the offense to Steenbergen. Steenbergen up top to Smuda. Smuda near wing to Mills. Mills dumps it back inside to Smuda. She squares up, takes a couple of dribbles, slides through the defender and scores. Went under the outreached arm of Isla Airy to lay it in and get the Flames within 1. Now a quick answer from Morris again. And she's able to dribble it all the way down court and then hit a fader over the outstretched arm of Bella Smuda. Brooke Moore back the other way for the Flames. She goes into the paint strong and lays it in on the right side, elevating over everyone. Back to a 1-point lead for La Tech. And what has been a very high-scoring first minute and a half, or 2.5 minutes now of this second quarter. Backdoor pass inside to Morris. She was double-teamed quickly. She was open initially, but she couldn't. If she could have caught the ball and went up all in one motion, she'd have had a layup. But she had to kind of come back down with it. By then, the Flames defenders were there, and she was called for a traveling violation. Liberty back on offense. Anna Bedoza continues to run the point. She goes to Smuda, now near wing Mills for three, and got the roll. That hit the rim 5 times before it finally nestled into the net. Liberty retakes the lead for the first time since the opening minute. They're up 23-21. Airy going to try a half hook in the paint for La Tech, and it's way too strong. Clangs off the backboard. Liberty back up on offense. Moore hooks a pass to Smuda. Smuda scores at the rim. Got hit as well. Looked to the official like, why no foul in that spot? She got banged pretty hard. Didn't affect her. She made the layup. Liberty leads by 4, and a timeout's going to be taken by the Lady Texters with 6:31 to go in the second quarter. And what was a 5-point lead for La Tech has turned in to a 4-point lead for the Lady Flames. We'll take a break with the squads and be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
When it was time for my family and I to buy and sell our houses, we knew exactly who to call, and that was Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Hi, this is Nick Pierce, encouraging you to do what we did. Make the easy decision and call Jason Porter for all of your real estate needs.
Thanks, Nick. And Flames Nation, let's talk about how we can serve you. Call or text me today, Jason Porter, at 434-258-8827. That's 434-258-8827, or email me at jasonporterrealestate@gmail.com. Thanks, and as always, go Flames.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
It's a new era for Liberty Flames baseball. First-year head coach Bradley LaCroix is ready to lead the Flames to new heights.
Our ultimate goal is to win championships, play in the postseason, and hopefully one day get to Omaha.
With a fresh roster and a clean slate, the Flames are taking aim at the best teams in Conference USA.
Deep to left, and out of here!
Be at Worthington Field at Liberty Baseball Stadium for all 31 home games. Home opener is February 14th. Season tickets at LibertyFlamesBaseball.com. You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
Liberty is currently on a 7-0 run, and they lead La Tech 25-21. Here in the Thomas Assembly Center in Ruston, Louisiana, it seats 8,000. If you would have asked me, what do you guess, how many seats are in this building, just eyeballing it, I would have said 12,000 because it's a gigantic building. It's it looks a little bit like a missile silo from the outside, just a giant circle with aluminum. Once you get inside, it's obviously still a circle. So if you think of University Hall back up in Charlottesville, the arena for Illinois is this way. The old arena in Atlanta for Georgia Tech was this way. It's a circle. So when you're sitting in your seat, you're always going to be facing mid-court if you're sitting straight in your seat, no matter where you're at in the building, because it's a complete oval. The lower deck, let's see, it goes about 12 rows, and then below that there's some high dollar seats that are just on the sidelines, not on the end zones. Then you go up into the upper deck above the concourse, and there's quite a few seats up there. It just seems cavernous, such a big building that I would have thought it was more than 8,000, but 8,000 is what it holds. We'll tell you more about some things that have happened in this building when we get a chance, but we're back underway. La Tech with the basketball. On the attack is Paris Bradley. She absorbed some contact and still banks the shot in. So that ends the 7-0 Liberty run. Jordan Hodges is going to try a three-pointer. It's off the mark. The rebound goes out of bounds to the Flames. That 25-21 Liberty lead was their largest of the game. Flames inbounded up top to Asia Boone. Some of the starters have come back into the game for the Flames. It goes now to Emmy Stout, who's a reserve that has actually come back in. She gets it on the low block after the repost, goes up with the left hand and banks it in. The freshman showing off some post moves. Liberty back up by 4. Louisiana Tech running their offense. Robin Lee picks up her dribble, has to go over to Aaron. Aaron will drive on Stout and then kick it back outside to Bradley. Bradley is going to be called for a carry. Carried the basketball as she came around trying to get past Elizabeth Ayastadish. Liz forces the turnover. One-on-one pressure as Morris guards Jordan Hodges. Jordan across half court on the near wing to Boone. Boone now back to Moore. Moore cross court to Hodges. Hodges to Ayastadish. And now near wing to Boone. Boone back to Moore at the top of the arc with 8 seconds to shoot. To Boone again. She'll try a three-pointer. It's too strong. Shot it over the top of a couple of Lady Texers that had kind of collided into each other and were laying on the floor. But Boone couldn't take advantage. Rebound to La Tech. They go back on offense, but Ayastadish gets the steal. She knocks the ball loose, and the Flames come back on offense. I tell you, Liz plays so well on the defensive end, and it sometimes goes without the accolades that it deserves. She should be a all-defensive team candidate as she gets the ball now on the offensive side and missed the layup, but was able to get her own rebound and draw a foul. She has a smile on her face as she walks back towards the free throw line, knowing that she probably should have gotten 2 easy points. Instead, now she has to work for them at the free throw line. But Liz actually leads the Lady Flames in steals. She had 23 coming into today, and I imagine she's added a couple to that total. No one for sure. She makes the first free throw. And the second. Flames are up 29-23. Largest lead for either team in the game so far. 4:21 on the clock in the second quarter. La Tech with the basketball. Cross half court, Boone knocks it off of Bradley and out of bounds. Flames force the turnover. Asia Boone got her hand in the passing lane. Flames have now forced 11 turnovers, 3 of those in the last minute 57. Liberty on the offensive side. We're going to get an offensive foul called against Stout as she tried to set a screen. That's the 8th Flames turnover. Rebounding is evened out. It's 11-10 La Tech. Lady Texters have not scored in 2 minutes and 6 seconds. They've got the ball, trailing by 6. Under 4 to go in the second quarter. An interior pass goes astray. They were looking to try to get Jordan Marshall sealed off on the low block, but she wasn't where she needed to be yet. Pass was thrown anyway. It goes out of bounds, and Liberty gets it back. 12 turnovers for La Tech. Jordan Hodges, cross on the far side to Ayastadish. She hands off to Avery Mills. Mills will try a three-pointer. It's off the mark, but a rebound to Stout. Her putback's no good. Flames haven't shot particularly well from 3 in this basketball game. They do have a 6-point lead, and Louisiana Tech almost threw it away again. Marshall saved the day by keeping it from going out of bounds, and will now get it on the near side to Morris. Her three-pointer skips out, and Liberty with the rebound. Hodges into the offense. Off of a screen, bounces it back to Stout, and Stout scores. How about the most perfect pick and roll you could ever see in a building where a guy who knows how to pick and roll played his basketball, Carl Malone. How many times did him and John Stockton run it to perfection? Liberty up 31-23, but now an answer from Louisiana Tech. And they cut it back to a 6-point game. Jordan Hodges with the basketball for Liberty. Up to Stout. Near side Boone. Thought about the three. Instead will step back for three, and it is off the mark. But Ayestadish got the rebound, and the Flames will try again to Mills. Mills drives, scores, and knocks down the shot with a foul. Avery Mills took the contact, hung in the air, and will give the Flames a chance to make this a 9-point game. See who picked up the foul. It was Bradley, and that is her second. So Emma Hess picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter and hasn't played since, and now Bradley, the first La Tech player, with 2. Mills hits the free throw. Liberty leads 34-25. La Tech with possession as it goes underneath. And now back outside. A 3-pointer from Marshall's too strong, but an offensive rebound pulled in for the Lady Techsters and a foul called against Liberty. Avery Mills picks up her first personal foul. That's the 3rd Liberty team foul. They have 1 to give. La Tech has 2 fouls to give. .205 left in this first half. Liberty up by 9, largest lead for either team. La Tech with the basketball. Inbounding on the baseline, they scored to our left. We're going to get a foul called against Boone as she was trying to guard Morris, dribbling along the far sideline, didn't give her enough space. So Boone picks up the personal, that's her second. Anna Bedoza will check back into the game. Claudia Athene is also in for the first time. Steenbergen, Stout, and Moore, the other 3 for Liberty. Exactly 2 minutes to go on the clock running in the second quarter. Lee going to drive on Bedoza and gets it to go. Nice attack by Robin Lee. It's 34-27 Liberty. Athene running the point. Up top to Stout. Stout now to Steenbergen. Near side to Moore. Moore to Steenbergen again. She goes along the baseline and going to be called for an offensive foul. Peen called for the charge. Liberty now with 9 turnovers in the game. La Tech with 12. This is a crucial minute 34. Flames again had that 9-point lead. It's currently 7. The second unit out on the court. A couple of Lady Flames starters in foul trouble with Hess and Boone each picking up 2. Liberty would love to be able to hold this lead going into halftime. La Tech would like to chip it down a bit with their mostly starting unit on the court at the moment. Lee around a screen will pull up from 15 and hit. Flames were wanting an illegal screen at the top of that. They didn't get the call. Liberty back on offense. Goes in the corner to Moore. Moore finds a little space, gets it to Stout. Stout gets her defender to bite and then drives but missed the shot. And Aaron gets the rebound for La Tech under a minute to go. Flames up by 5. 4-0 run for the Lady Techsters. Lee is in all kinds of trouble in the paint, has to give it outside to Thomas. Her 3-pointer is an air ball out of bounds. 42.4 left to go in the first half. Liberty a 5-point lead. Not going to be any rush here as far as trying to play for a quick 2-for-1. They're just going to want to try to get a good shot on this offensive possession. Moore at the top of the arc. Now to Bedoza. Bedoza's cut off, gives it back to Moore. Moore near wing to Bedoza. 10 seconds to shoot. She'll pull up from 15 and drain it. Anna Bedoza Huge basket to put the Flames back up by 7. 12 seconds until halftime. La Tech with the basketball. Morris dribbles around a screen, finds a little space on the far side, and is going to be called for an offensive foul. Wasn't sure if it was going to be a travel or a foul. We saw that earlier in the game, so I hesitated. But with 3 seconds to go, it is a foul, and Liberty gets the ball back. La Tech's going to extend some full court defense and not make this easy. The inbound pass comes to Athene. She gets it across half court, fires it up at the buzzer, but it is off to the left. The horn sounds. The first half comes to an end. And the Flames, after trailing by as many as 5, take a 7-point lead into the break, 36-29. We'll take a timeout and be back with the halftime festivities brought to you by Carmiller Realty. Trey's back in the studio. Tell us what's going on with the Liberty men that are just underway across campus from where Trey is, and all the other scores from around Conference USA and around the country as well on the Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Our score here in Louisiana, Liberty up 36-29 at the break. Back with more after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Owned and operated by a Liberty alum, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair offers complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord. And coming soon, Larry's Tire will expand to a new service center in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Start the new year with a new ride and the biggest savings yet from Lynchburg Nissan. Get $10,700 off MSRP, 0% for 72 months, and up to 40 miles per gallon. Plus, drive with confidence thanks to our 1,000,000-mile warranty. This is your moment to make that move you've been waiting for. With rates this low and discounts this high, the time to act is now. Stop by, call, or visit us online before the best selection is gone. Lynchburg Nissan, home of the 1,000,000-mile warranty.
Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry provides dental health services including dental implants, cosmetic dentistry, extractions, and more. Their office treats patients of all ages and accepts major dental insurances. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry is located at 2229 Mural Road next to EC Glass High School in Lynchburg. You can reach the office by phone at 434-847-5331 and online at PearyFamilyDentistry.com. The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
First half is history. Now it's time for the Lady Flames halftime report presented by the Carl Miller Realty Team, proud supporter of the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now let's get a check of the out-of-town scoreboard built by Frank Good Builders.
Welcome back into the studios. Trey Lau here with you. Your halftime score: Liberty 36, Louisiana Tech 29. Now time for Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Starting in Conference USA on the women's side, we currently have a halftime score: Western Kentucky 47, Kennesaw State 28. Halftime score as well as Jacksonville State 30, Middle Tennessee 28. Of course, the Flames battling Middle Tennessee for that number 1 spot in Conference USA. And with 3:37 left in the second quarter, Sam Houston at 25, FIU 21. Of course, Sam Houston, the opponent on Saturday for the Lady Flames. As for the top 25, It is an old school women's college basketball rivalry. As the marquee matchup tonight, as number 19 Tennessee host number 5 UConn. Tennessee leads 65-58 with 6:33 left in the fourth quarter, as these old school rivals are playing off in the regular season. A lot of those games happen to be either Final Fours or national championships, so pretty cool to see them playing in the regular season. Moving to the ACC now for a few matchups in the top 25. Number 10 Duke 47, Clemson 34 with 3:18 left in the third quarter. Number 17 Georgia Tech 40, SMU 38 with 5:59 left in the third, and with 4:43 left in the third. Number 22 Florida State 66, Virginia 35. Now moving to the SEC. 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Number 23, Alabama, 55. Florida, 48. Number 6, LSU, 31. Missouri, 27. That game's at half. Also at half, number 15, Oklahoma, 31. Ole Miss, 29. And number 21, Cal, is trailing Louisville, 21-18 at the end of the first quarter. Moving to the men's side in Conference USA, and we'll get you that Liberty score in a matter of moments. But outside of the Liberty games, Middle Tennessee 52, Jacksonville State 61 with 10:53 left in that one. 14-12 left between Kennesaw and Western Kentucky. 46-32 Kennesaw leads. 15:47 left between Sam Houston and FIU has a 1-point lead, 46-45. As for the top 25, only one game there today with 16:03 left. Number 18, Maryland, 45. Ohio State, 36. That was your Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. When we come back, we'll update you about your Liberty Flames and the men's game, as well as what's next for the Liberty Flames athletics. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
Century Exteriors offers exterior home renovations, including but not limited to gutters, roofing, siding, home additions, and much more. Century Exteriors makes the process seamless. Call 434-239-6722 for a free on-site estimate, or visit us at centuryexteriors.com and Century Exteriors on Facebook and Instagram.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
I'm Bob Davis. If you're considering improving your backyard, AquaPros has just what you need. For the grilling devotee, nothing beats the big green egg. Everything tastes better when it's cooked on a big green egg. AquaPros has the full line of green egg grills, charcoal, and accessories. Since 1985, AquaPros has been the source for the world's greatest hot tubs, American-made marquee spas. Stop into any of AquaPro's 4 showrooms today and make your home a fun and relaxing resort.
Now back to the halftime report presented by the Carl Miller Realty Team from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Back here for your halftime score, Liberty 36, Louisiana Tech 29. Trey Lyle back here in our Lynchburg studios. Our halftime, looking at how the Flames are doing on the men's side against Louisiana Tech in a big game in Conference USA. 17-9, the Liberty Flames are on top. Zach Cleveland leads the way for the Flames with 7 points in that one. They're actually shooting 50% from the field. 7 of 14 to start out in that one. As for what else is up next for the Liberty Flames, The Liberty Open is coming up for track, and then on Friday, as well as on Friday, women's lax will head to Charlottesville and take on number 9 UVA. When we come back here, we will go back out to Louisiana Tech, and Jamie Hall will have the second half statistics for you. This is the first half statistics and get you ready for the second half, because this is the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. The second half is just moments away.
Looking to buy a home or refinance a mortgage? Now is the time to take advantage of your one-of-a-kind offer from Alcova Mortgage. As an employee or alumni with Liberty University, you are eligible to receive a lender credit that equates to 1% of your total loan amount, up to $5,000. This offer provides you with some much-needed savings while also helping you tackle your closing costs. Visit alcova.com/liberty today for details. Offer does not apply to broker loans.
Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
At Carillion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carillion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carillion proud.
Hi, it's Jonathan Cotton, and people often ask me, what is the Good Feet store? I respond, we are an arch support store. When you come in, our staff is going to welcome you and listen to your needs. We want to learn about you, your lifestyle, your work, and the types of shoes you enjoy wearing. Then after measuring your feet, we are going to fit you from a selection of over 300 styles and sizes of arch supports. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
It's almost time for the second half. Now back to the arena for a check of the stats from the first half. Presented by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair.
Welcome back into Louisiana. Lady Flames are on top of La Tech, 36-29. Here at halftime, we're going to take a look at those Larry's Tire and Auto stats for you. Flames ended up shooting 48% from the field. Still not particularly well from three. 2 of 9, 22%. La Tech was 50% from the field and 1 of 4 from three. Liberty 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Back to normal as far as free throw shooting is concerned after a tough game against Jack State at home over the weekend. That game, the Flames missed 11 free throws. Finished up 5 of 16. La Tech, they were 4 of 5 at the free throw line. Turnovers were 13 for the Lady Techsters, 9 for the Lady Flames. Points off turnovers, 8-7 La Tech, though. Rebounding evened out at 14 apiece. Flames got a couple more offensive rebounds. It led to a 7-5 advantage in second chance points. Flames bench got things going again after a tough outing against the Gamecocks. 17 first half points from the Liberty bench compared to 2 for La Tech. Points in the paint, 18-16 for Liberty. Those outside shooting numbers I mentioned a moment ago brought to you by Century Exteriors. Leading scorer for the Flames was Azu Boone. She scored the first 7 points of the game for Liberty. Finished up with 7 in the half. Also 3 steals. The leading scorer was Bella Smuda. She has 8 on 4 of 4 from the field, a couple of rebounds. Brooke Moore and Emmy Stout each with 4 points. Avery Mills with 6. Apologize, I'm jumping all over the place. So I'm scrolling back up and down on the stat monitor. 2 for Jordan Hodges, 2 for Elizabeth Ayestadish. Stout's 4 rebounds lead the Flames in that category. Morris had 7 for La Tech, and Bradley 6. Lee, the leading scorer, with 9. Flames trailed by as many as 5, led by as many as 9, and are currently up by 7. With the second half just moments away from starting. Mentioned that the Thomas Assembly Center has had some famous people inside of it. It was built in 1982. Carl Miller. Let me try again. Carl Miller sponsors the halftime show. He may have been here before. I can't confirm or deny that. Carl Malone, I even wrote it down, Miller. Carl Malone played here for La Tech and then went on to have a very successful career in the NBA. Paul Millsap also played for La Tech and went on to have an NBA career. And a lot of women's basketball success in this facility as well. They've got the 7 most wins in NCAA history. They've won 3 national championships. Goes back to the 80s. They hosted NCAA tournament games as early as the beginning of this century. A lot of history between these two teams as far as women's basketball is concerned. Also some pretty good music acts that have played in this facility. Bryan Adams, Joan Jett back in the 80s. Nickelback, the Goo Goo Dolls. As we are underway in the second half. La Tech with the basketball, La Tech without the basketball. They throw it away. Unforced turnover. Liberty with the ball. Flames going from right to left. Emma Hess and Asia Boone have returned to the lineup after picking up those first half fouls, both with 2. Hess on the far wing, holds the ball in front of her coaching staff. Goes into Smuda. Smuda with 4 seconds to shoot, squares, fires, but comes up short. However, Hess was able to get to the corner, get to the rebound, and bank it off of Airy out of bounds. How about that for hustle, Emma Hess? Flames will get a fresh 20 on the shot clock. Hess inbounds up to Boone. Boone dribbling on the near wing, goes to Ayestadish. Tried to lob it, didn't have the space to throw the pass. It goes back around to Hess, now back to Ayestadish for 3, short. And we're going to get a foul called against the Lady Flames. After Morris got the rebound, she got poked by Jordan Hodges. Liberty lead holds at 7. 55 seconds into the third quarter. Mentioned the foul trouble for the Flames. Morris and Bradley each picked up 2 fouls as well for La Tech in the first half. They're all playing now. Going to get another foul called against Liberty. Hodges with another quick foul. That'll be her second. Lady Texers will inbound on the near side. We're at an elevated broadcast position, about 8 rows up at center court. On the opposite side of the team's benches. We're going to have a moving screen, so another La Tech turnover just after the inbounds. 15 turnovers against the Lady Texters. Neither team is particularly good as far as turnovers concerned. La Tech with 19 on average, the Flames with 18. But La Tech is on pace for more than their average. Flames go inside to Smuda, nice catch, but couldn't get the finish. Good feed from Hodges. Bella was a little bit under the basket when she took the shot, as we're going to get an offensive foul called against La Tech, quickly back the other way. So after Smuda missed the layup, a rebound and back the opposite way. Asia Boone steps in and draws a charge. A minute and a half into the third. We've not had any points yet. Liberty leads 36-29. Hodges to the near wing. Left open, so she'll take a three and drain it. Jordan Hodges from 3rd Street. Liberty up by 10, their largest lead of the game. La Tech will answer on the inside. A nice feed to Marshall, and Marshall is able to lay it in on the reverse. There's a little bit of a mistake defensively. After opening up that double-digit lead, it's back to 8. Hodges off of a pick will try to pass it underneath, and it's knocked loose. Steal for La Tech. That's the Flames' 10th turnover. Lady Texters go cross court to Morris. Morris off of a pick, drives in, and has it stolen away by Hodges. Picked it off of her ankles. Up court to Boone for 3. Too strong. Rebound La Tech. Louisiana Tech now back on their offensive end. Cross court pass to Lee. Lee, elbow jumper is off, and Hodges is able to tiptoe along the baseline to get the rebound. Jordan, fancy dribbles, takes it down low, and they're going to call her for an offensive foul. That'll be her 3rd. Must have just cleared some space with their forearm. 3 quick fouls for Jordan Hodges in the first 3 minutes of this 3rd quarter. Also a 3-pointer mixed in as well. She'll have to check out of the game with 5 points. One of the officials now has gone over to the scorer's table, have a quick conversation. I think there's not enough fouls on the board for Liberty. There's only 2 fouls up on the board. And Hodges herself has 3. She'll have to check out of the game. Anna Bedoza back in for Liberty. La Tech tries to lob a pass down low where Boone picks it off. How about steal number 4 for Asia Boone? Up to Hess for 3, too strong, and La Tech is able to get the rebound. Flames 3 of 13 from outside the arc. Aaron will try a 3-pointer, and she's too strong, but an offensive rebound will reset things by Lee. Cross court to Morris, and her 3-pointer is good. 5 straight points for La Tech after Liberty pushed it out to 10. It's back to 5. Bedoza at the top of the arc. Kick out to Hess. Hess back across to Boone, or correction, to Bedoza. Now to Smuda. Over to Hess. 9 seconds to shoot. Hess to Ayastadish. Now to Smuda. Smuda works her way down low and scores. Strong move by Bella Smuda. Was able to play off the contact. Louisiana Tech was lobbying for an offensive foul. Coach Green was lobbying for an and 1. The Lady Texters will go back on offense and draw a foul. 4 quick fouls called against the Lady Flames in the first 4 minutes now and 24 seconds of this 3rd quarter. Question is, who was that foul called against? It goes against Ayastadish, her first. The inbounds pass goes to Marshall, and Marshall is able to muscle her way to the rim. Makes it back to a 5-point game. Basket by Smuda gave her 10 for the game. Morris has 10 for La Tech. Bedoza being harassed by Morris will go across to Boone. Boone turns for 3 and knocks it down. Asia Boone with a quick release. The Flames up 44-36. Lee on the drive for La Tech, and she's able to get into space and score. Every time the Flames get a big shot to get a little cushion, it seems like they can't keep that momentum on the defensive end. There was a stretch in the first half where they went on a 7-0 run. Other than that, it's been kind of punch, counter punch. Hess with the basketball, 7 seconds to shoot, peels off of the screen and draws a foul. That'll bring us to a media timeout. 4:27 to go in the third quarter. It will be Liberty basketball. When we return, the Flames leading 44-38. Back with the remainder of this third quarter after this quick timeout here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. With a focus on honesty, education, and excellence, they light the way to savings, home comfort, and a greener future. Educating homeowners about the power of solar and energy efficiency is their winning game plan. More information about Earthright Mid-Atlantic? 434-200-9716 or at erepower.com.
Your business deserves a bank that values relationships and prioritizes customer service. Since 1979, First Bank and Trust Company has been delivering on these very commitments. Our bankers have been accessible, consultative, and provide a degree of understanding developed through years of commercial experience. First Bank and Trust has the expertise and capital to fund small and large projects up to $32 million. More information on First Bank and Trust and its services is available at firstbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
44-38, Liberty on top of La Tech with 4:27 to go. In this third quarter, rebounding is now a slight edge for La Tech again. They're up 19-16. Both these teams are very good as far as boarding is concerned. The Flames plus 8.2, La Tech plus 4.8 on the year. Overall field goal percentage, Louisiana Tech is shooting 53% from the field. The Flames 46%. And La Tech came in only shooting an average of 42 on the year. The Flames 47. So the Flames are actually just a skosh under their normal shooting percentage. And La Tech is over 10 points above their shooting percentage. Flames getting a little bit better from three. They're up to 29%, 4-14, but that's still about 8 points below their season average. Foul trouble beginning to be an issue. Jordan Hodges has 3 for Liberty. Several players on both sides with 2 as we get a foul called against the Flames. Or correction, no, it's going to be a foul called against La Tech, so the Flames will be shooting some free throws. Give credit to Brooke Moore being aggressive on the play. Contact went her way, and now she shoots 2, but misses the first. Brooke 2 of 2 from the field, 4 points in the game. First trip to the free throw line. Makes the second. It's now 45-38 Liberty. Louisiana Tech on offense. Lee off of a screen. We'll give it back up top to Marshall. Marshall drives and scores. 55-40. 4 minutes to go and the clock running in the third quarter. Moore on the far side corner will give up top to Stout. Now near side to Bedoza. Bedoza to Ayastadish and over to Boone. Boone with 8 seconds to shoot, gets some space, steps back, and nothing but net for Asia Boone. She started the game with 7 straight points, now has 12, and Liberty leads by 7. Lee at the top of the arc to Airy. She holds it there. Well, give off to Morris. Morris takes a little one-handed fading shot in the paint that's too strong. Liberty with the rebound. Ayastadish on the far wing. Almost has her pass picked off, but it gets to Boone. Boone will now drive and have it knocked away from her. It goes out of bounds. It'll be La Tech basketball. And I don't know how that's possible, but I've said that a few times in this game. Both coaches have asked probably those same questions because Asia was passing the basketball. She either got hit on the arm or the ball was deflected, because there's no way the pass would have went where it went on her own. But the officials didn't see it that way. They say Liberty turnover. The Flames have to fall back defensively. A drive to the basket leads in a Liberty foul, and some free throws will be ahead for La Tech. Peen Steenbergen will check back in for Liberty. Ayastadish will check out. And Robin Lee, who wears the face shield, misses the first. 62% free throw shooter on the year. She had 19 against the Flames the first time these two teams played, and she's got a team high 11 for La Tech today. But missed both free throws. Mills is able to get the rebound. The Flames hold on to a 7-point lead. Anna Bedoza running the point after Jordan Hodges picked up her third personal foul. Gets it to Steenbergen. Steenbergen on the near wing to Moore. And we're going to have a foul called away from the ball on Melissa Wanza from Zimbabwe. We mentioned a lot of international flavor in this game. Flames with 6 international players, La Tech with 4. Both teams are over the limit, so Brooke Moore will shoot 2 free throws. Or, no, it's going to be Emmy Stout that will shoot the 2 free throws. The officials talked it over and said Emmy was the one that was fouled. Emmy is 67% shooter on the year from the line. Will try to extend the Liberty lead, which is currently 7. She misses the first off the back rim. Takes her dribble, second free throw on the way is good. 48-40 Liberty. 2:22 to go in the third quarter. La Tech with the basketball. Morris to Lee. Lee's given the right side and will lob it back up top to Aaron. Aaron tries a dribble handoff. Instead has to pass on the far to Morris. Morris with 8 seconds to shoot. Double teamed into the corner. Has to lob it all the way back up top to Lee. Lee drives, fires, and is fouled. Got hit on the arm as she tried to take the jump shot from 14. Flames did everything right until the very end on that possession. They were forcing Louisiana Tech into a tough attempt with the shot clock running down, but bailed out on the foul, and now Lee will go back to the line where she had just missed 2. Crowd goes silent. The first free throw is good. Haven't seen what the attendance is, but my guess would be there's probably about 400 to 500 people here. Second free throw pops out, and the Flames get the rebound. Liberty up by 7. Both teams trade a single free throw on those two possessions. Bedoza to Steenbergen. Now on the far wing to Mills. Mills dumps it into Stout. Stout is fouled on the floor. Emmy will shoot 2 more free throws. The fouls continue to mount up here in this third quarter. Bradley has 3 for La Tech. Hodges with 3 for the Flames. Now Aaron joins them in that category. Several players with 2 fouls. Emmy Stout back to the line. Makes the first of 2. 49-41 Liberty. Stout with 6 points in the game. Make it 7. 50-41 Liberty. Clock running with 1:33 to go in the third quarter. Morris with the basketball on the far wing. Bounces it up top to Marshall. Now over to Lee. Lee tries to drive on Moore and has her pass picked off by Bedoza. Flames force another turnover. 19 in the game so far. Stout near side to Mills. Mills drives along the baseline, gives it back to Stout. Stout was in a little bit of a tough spot, took the shot anyway. And little half hook was off to the left. Rebounded by La Tech, and they get a 3-pointer in transition. Sydney Thomas hits her 16th 3 of the season. La Tech has cut this down to a 6-point game. 44 seconds to go in the third. Back to Stout. Stout, nice move with the left hand. She finishes at the rim, and Liberty back up by now 8. There's about a 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock as this third quarter winds down. Morris off of a pick, and it's a moving screen. Bedoza got dumped to the floor by Isla Airy. Liberty will get the ball back with 20.6 to go and the shot clock off. With the basket, the Flames could push this out to double digits. Steenbergen hands off to Mills. Mills to the top of the arc. We'll give it back on the near wing to Bedoza. Bedoza bounces it into Stout. Wide open on the left side. She lays it in. La Tech has 3 seconds to try to get something. Morris fires from midcourt, and it's off to the left. Perfect offense by the Lady Flames on that possession. From the feed to the finish, Liberty now up by 10 as we head to the fourth quarter. 54-44 Flames. We'll take a break and be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Foster has been fostering warm moments for 100 years. Headquartered in Brookneal, Virginia, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services since 1921. Stop by one of our 6 showroom locations across Central Virginia to view our wide range of products. From propane to fireplaces and grills to tank installs and tankless water heaters, Foster has it all. Download our app or visit fosterfuels.com for more info.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank & Trust game at a glance.
Lady Flames trailed in the early going by 5. They've now led by 10 on a couple of occasions. That's what the advantage is at the moment as we head to the fourth quarter, 54-44. Flames are shooting 49% from the field. Louisiana Tech is shooting lights out, 55%. Well, how are the Flames winning, you might ask, if they're not shooting the ball as well? Not poorly, but not shooting as well. Well, Liberty has gotten 8 more shot attempts than Louisiana Tech. Liberty's 20 of 41, La Tech 18 of 33. Because the Flames have forced 20 turnovers. Flames have given the ball away 12 times. They're not going to be happy about that. But they'll take a +8 in that category any day of the week. So with the extra shot attempts, it's been able to offset the shooting percentages. Flames also have done more damage at the free throw line. They're 10 of 13. La Tech is 5 of 9. Flames 4 of 14 from 3. Louisiana Tech's 3 of 7. Rebounding is a 2019 edge for the Lady Techsters. Asia Boone with 12 points. It's the most for the Flames. Emmy Stout has 11. Bella Smuda with 10. Robin Lee with 12 to lead La Tech. And Morris has 10. Liberty will have the basketball to start the fourth. Have the starting 5 on the court. Jordan Hodges playing with 3 personal fouls. Gets it up top to Ayastadish. Now on the near side to Boone. Boone into Smuda. Smuda works it across to Hess. Hess now to Hodges. Hodges dribbling in front of her bench with 11 seconds to shoot. Will pass it postward. It's kicked away. 20 seconds will be put back on the shot clock for Liberty. Inbound pass comes to Boone. Ayastadish now far side to Hodges. Hodges dribbles and then gives off, tries to give off to Smuda, and stolen away. Louisiana Tech back the opposite end. Lee drives and scores. Louisiana Tech continues to shoot the ball lights out. Now above 55% for the game. Liberty's Hodges tried to kick it outside to Ayastadish. It was batted back to her. Eventually goes to Boone. Her three-pointer squirts out, and the rebound is secured by the Lady Techsters. Three-pointer by Morris is good. Every time the Flames get a 10-point lead, Louisiana Tech goes on a 5-0 run. Second time in the half. Liberty's Boone with the basketball to Ayastadish. She dribbles it all the way through, but missed the shot. May have slipped off of her fingertips. Flames are wanting a foul. They don't get the call. Louisiana Tech has the basketball. They can get this down to a single possession. Driving in is Marshall. She kicks it out on the far wing to Bradley. Bradley spins down low. Back to Marshall for 3. Short. Rebound Boone. Boone across half court. Hands off to Hodges. Hodges dumps it into Ayastadish. She has to dribble it back outside to Hess. Hess cross court to Boone. Boone has her shot blocked. And the rebound pulled in by Louisiana Tech, and a foul is called against Boone. Asia Boone picks up her third. She along with Hodges with 3. For Liberty, Bradley and Aaron with 3 for Louisiana Tech. First foul of the quarter. Louisiana Tech will inbound on the baseline. Inbound pass to a wide open Aaron. Aaron was able to squirt in and score. And just like that, it's a 3-point game. 7 straight for Louisiana Tech. Boone will drive for Liberty. She scoops on the near side and finger rolls it home. Nice answer by Asia. Makes the score 56-51. La Tech throws the ball away. Smuda steps in and picks it off. Liberty back up to Boone. Boone pulls up from 15, in and out. Rebound tipped by Smuda to Ayastadic. The Flames will reset to a wide open Hess. Too strong, but Ayastadic with another offensive rebound. Another chance to Hodges for three, way off to the right, and the Texters are able to get the rebound. Morris down court. Offensive foul as Boone stepped in and drew the charge. Now it's La Tech's turn to be upset by a call from the officiating crew. La Tech pep band, which is on our side of the court, our broadcast side of the court. We're elevated about 8 rows up near mid-court, facing the team's benches. They're on the opposite side, and the band is to my right. They're not happy about the call. A timeout has been taken by Coach Green, I believe. So both teams will have 3 timeouts left. 6:53 to go in the fourth quarter. Liberty with the ball, leading 56-51, and that'll bring us to a media timeout. So we'll take that break as well and be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Hey Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at GentryLock.com.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haleys.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
It's a new era for Liberty Flames baseball. First-year head coach Bradley LaCroix is ready to lead the Flames to new heights.
Our ultimate goal is to win championships, play in the postseason, and hopefully one day get to Omaha.
With a fresh roster and a clean slate, the Flames are taking aim at the best teams in Conference USA.
Deep to left, and out of here!
Be at Worthington Field at Liberty Baseball Stadium for all 31 home games. Home opener is February 14th. Season tickets at LibertyFlamesBaseball.com. You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
Well, if you just looked at the percentages, you would think that the Lady Flames were losing this game. La Tech shooting 57% from the field, 44% from three. That's well above their season averages. They normally shoot 42% from the field and 29% from three. Flames 44% from the field and 24% from three. Flames are a few percentage points below their field goal average and about 12 points below their three-point average. So how are they winning? By 5 in the fourth. Well, turnovers. Flames have forced 22 turnovers, and they've given the ball away 13 times. That's led to 11 more field goal attempts. Liberty also has scored 5 more points at the free throw line. Bella Smuda has 10. With that 10, she's now tied with Maya Berkman for 7th on the all-time scoring list. Bella not in the game at the moment. Emmy Stout has returned. She's out there with the starting unit. Jordan Hodges running the point. She dribbles it all the way down, gets past everyone on the right side and scores. Elevated over the treetops to lay it in. Jordan just lulled everyone to sleep. Puts the Flames up 58-51. 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. La Tech in the home white uniforms with more like pink numbers now that the lights are on. Attacking is Bradley, and Bradley bumps into Ayastadish and draws the foul. I'm not sure what Liz could have done differently in that spot. She was pretty vertical. So a couple of free throws for La Tech. I don't think that was an offensive foul either. That was probably a play on in that spot, but this has been an oddly officiated game. We've had stretches where just foul after foul after foul has been called. And then we've had stretches where some contact has been let go in both directions. First free throw rattles in by Bradley. 74% shooter on the year, hits the second one also. Puts it back to a 5-point Liberty lead. Flames, Asia Boone on the near side to Ayastadish. She'll try a three. Got it! Huge shot by Elizabeth. On a night that the Flames are not shooting the three particularly well. Liberty back up by 8. And Louisiana Tech throws the ball away. Avery Aaron put too much mustard on the pass. It sails out of bounds. Liberty will get it back. That is turnover number 23 for La Tech. Flames with 13. 5:45 to go in the basketball game. Liberty up by 8. Boone on the far side. Up top to Hess. Hess now near wing to Hodges. Hodges in the corner to Boone. Boone on the near corner, up now on the near wing to Hodges. Over to Ayastadish. Looks back door, nothing for. Finds Stout. Stout with 6 seconds to shoot to Hodges. Hodges down to 3 to Boone. Boone fires a quick release three-pointer. It's off the mark, but the Flames get the offensive rebound, beating the shot clock, and they reset. Boone again. They got away with a carry as she dribbles to the top of the arc. Goes far wing to Hodges. 6 seconds to shoot for Hodges. She dribbles in front of her bench, tries to get a little space, steps back for a long two. We're going to get a foul away from the ball, and if that's on Louisiana Tech, well, it's not. It's on the Flames. I was going to say that might have bailed Liberty out of a tough spot, but it actually went the other way. It's going to be a Flames turnover. Louisiana Tech will get the ball back, trailing by 8. 4:59 to go in the game, which means another media timeout. We will take one as well. We'll be back right after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Curious about the housing market in Central Virginia? The caring, competent, trusted advisors at Carl Miller Realty have over 100 years of combined experience. We are committed to helping clients make informed housing decisions. For a winning game plan and to discover the value of your home, visit carlmillerrealty.com to make your next move a slam dunk with our winning team. That's carlmillerrealty.com.
Century Exteriors offers exterior home renovations, including but not limited to gutters, roofing, siding, home additions, and much more. Century Exteriors makes the process seamless. Call 434-239-6722 for a free on-site estimate or visit us at centuryexteriors.com and Century Exteriors on Facebook and Instagram.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. They offer complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord, and a new service center coming soon in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
La Tech pep band in the background. We're hitting crunch time. 4:59 left to go in the basketball game. The Liberty lead is currently 8, but it will be La Tech basketball when we return to action. was talking about the color of the uniforms. When I first was telling you the varying colors, it was actually when the lights were still pretty much off in the building during the starting lineups, which can almost have like a black light effect. So it looked like those were red numbers for La Tech, but now as the game goes along, they are clearly pink. So white unis, pink numbers for the home team, and the Flames with the red uniforms and baby blue numbers. Teams basically have mirrored color patterns. And it actually is going to be Liberty basketball, so I'm wrong. I thought initially that it was a foul against La Tech, but then I thought they put the numbers of Emmy Stout as who the foul was against. Liberty with the ball. A three by Asia Boone. Goes off the back rim, but Stout gets the offensive board, and the Flames will reset. Boone's fouled by Lee. That'll be 3 on Lee. So just about everybody in the lineup for Louisiana Tech has 3 fouls now. Morris, Bradley, Aaron, and Lee. Airy has 2. Flames, Hodges, and Boone each have 3. So forget everything I said before the timeout. The foul was not on Emmy Stout. And Liberty will now have a chance to add to their lead as Ayas Dodish gives it on the near side to Hess, but the pass was too strong. It's taken by La Tech. They go down and lay it in. Paris Bradley with the 2. So the Flames with an unfortunate turnover, and the lead is back to 6. Hess goes baseline. She's cut off, skips it across to Hodges. Hodges tries to go back to Boone. Boone tracks it down along the far sideline. Back around to Hess. Hess, the free throw line, gives to Stout. Now to Hodges with 2 seconds to shoot. She fires one up and gets it to the rim, but it is off the back of the rim, and La Tech gets the rebound. They trail by 6 with 3:40 to go. Lee cuts and kicks. It eventually comes to Morris. Her three-pointer is good. Timeout going to be taken by La Tech as well with 3.5 minutes to go in the game. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. La Tech will have 2 timeouts remaining. The Flames with 3. This is a Louisiana Tech team that is not particularly good at shooting the 3 ball, but they're 5 of 10 tonight. And overall from the field now 59%. That is 17 points above their season average. Flames 43% from the field, a little below their average, and 25% from 3, which is about 12 points below their 3-point shooting average. Turnovers have been the reason the Flames have the lead and have been able to offset those gaudy shooting percentages for Louisiana Tech. Flames inbound in the backcourt. Jordan Hodges will dribble across the logo, come off of a screen and go to the far side. The Liberty lead, which was as many as 10, is down to 3. Near wing, Boone fires a 3-pointer, and she's fouled in the act. The shot was off, but Asia will shoot 3 free throws. Lee picks up her 4th personal foul. I'm not sure. I think Lee was trying to fight her way around a screen. But they're going to say that Boone wasn't in the act of shooting. How on earth was that not in the act of shooting? It was as she was landing. Liberty basketball, but no free throws. Ayas Dodish bounces it into Smuda. Smuda back out to Ayas Dodish. She'll fire up a 3-pointer. It's an air ball. Out of bounds to Louisiana Tech. I'm still not sure. Asia shot the 3-pointer, went to the floor and got knocked down. And I'm not sure how that was not in the act of shooting, because it was as she was landing to the ground, she got tumbled into. Don't know. There have been some head scratchers in this game both ways. Louisiana Tech down by 3 with the basketball. They go cross court to Morris. Morris will drive. It's cut off. Gives it back to Bradley. Bradley finds a little space on the near wing. Dribbles it down on Ayastadish. And is able to extend her arm to lay it in. We've got a 1-point game, 61-60. A minute 20 to go. Hodges on the far wing for the Flames, off of a screen. She takes it into the paint. Heavy contact and a very late whistle. And they eventually make an offensive foul against Hodges. For one, the whistle was extremely late. They waited for the shot to miss first before then they blew the whistle. And when they did, they called it an offensive foul. Now we're going to get an offensive foul the other way. Moving screen against La Tech. I don't think this officiating crew is going to get any Christmas cards from either of these coaching staffs after this game. Meta Christensen, Travis Jones, and Matt Kranick are the 3 officials. And it's been a little bit of a slog. Flames with the basketball, only up by 1. Hess is going to drive. Lost the handle, but it goes to Smuda, and she's tied up. The arrow will give it over to La Tech with a minute 48 to go. And there's some question maybe as to, is the arrow right or not? The official was going over to the scores table to make sure. It seems like it's right. I thought the Flames got the ball to start the 4th quarter. And I don't believe there's been a jump ball since then. So Louisiana Tech with it. They trail by 1. A minute 48 to go in the basketball game. Bringing it up court is Bradley. She attacks, takes it into the lane, and scores. Flames gave her a little bit of space initially, and she took advantage of it. Louisiana Tech is back up after trailing by as many as 10, and now we're going to get a foul against La Tech. Louisiana Tech, I think, was wanting either a 10-second violation or over and back. They don't get that call, and the foul will put the Flames to the free throw line as the Lady Techsters are over the limit. It was an odd play, but now Emma Hess with a chance to regain the lead for Liberty. Her first free throw is good. Hess's second free throw is also good. Emma, an 81% free throw shooter on the year, hits 2 clutch shots to put the Flames back up by 1 point. Under a minute and a half to go. La Tech with the basketball, attacking to our right. Marshall looks over the defense and gives to the near wing, Bradley. Bradley back to Marshall. Marshall double teamed on the baseline, has to kick to Bradley. 12 seconds to shoot. Bradley drives and draws a foul. She'll have a chance to regain the lead for La Tech. Ayastadish picks up the personal foul. Several players now have 4 fouls in the game. For the Flames, Jordan Hodges is playing with 4. For the Lady Techsters, Lee, Bradley, and Aaron each have 4. Paris Bradley, a 74% free throw shooter on the year, takes her dribbles. Her first shot is no good. Liberty holds to a 1-point lead. Minute 9 left. Bradley takes 3 dribbles, Her second shot is good. We're tied at 63 apiece. Flames will inbound. Viastadish, Hodges, Hess, Boone, and Smuda. 1:05 to go in the game. 63 apiece. Boone on the near wing. Bounces it to Hess. Hess squares and goes far wing to Viastadish. She looks postward, nothing for her. To Hodges. Hodges into Smuda. Smuda works it down low. And is going to be called for a traveling violation. Liberty with the turnover. 17 turnovers in the game. La Tech with the ball back and 48 seconds to go in the game. They're going to take a timeout. They'll have one timeout remaining. The Flames have 3. If you're Louisiana Tech in this spot, you've got 18 seconds to play 2 for 1. You actually have to shoot a little quicker than that. But if you could get your offense going and get a shot up in the first, say, 10 to 12 seconds, you would know you have one more possession, barring offensive rebounds, of course. Liberty's going to make some substitutions, probably because of that foul trouble. This is a full 60-second timeout. Hodges has 4 fouls. Boone and Viastadish with 3 for Liberty. Lee, Bradley, and Aaron with 4 for La Tech. Morris with 3. And a tie game with 48 seconds to go, where overtime certainly is a possibility. Those fouls could be big. Louisiana Tech has outscored the Flames 19-9 in the fourth quarter. They've hit their last 5 field goals. The Flames have missed their last 4. During that span, an 8-point Liberty lead has evaporated. Lee to inbound for La Tech in front of her coaching staff on the far side of the court. Scoring to our right. Inbound pass comes to Aaron. Aaron takes a couple of dribbles, picks it up, and gives off to Bradley, who almost lost the handle. She drives to the hoop, missed the shot, but a late whistle and a foul called against the Flames will put La Tech to the free throw line for 2. Well, there was no foul there. Emmy Stout was standing straight. Bradley put the ball and her arms into Emmy to clear some space and then took the shot. A late whistle will now give La Tech 2 free throws. Bradley with 2 shots. Her first is good. 38.5 to go. La Tech has regained the lead. Bradley's second free throw is also good. Flames will take a timeout to advance the basketball. They'll have 2 left. Liberty trailing now 65-63. With the timeout, Liberty can make any changes that they want in this spot. Flames have led the majority of this game. Over 26 minutes, they've trailed for a little over 10. They're down now. With time running out, Louisiana Tech shooting 61% from the field, 25 of 41, and 50% from 3, 5 of 10. Other than the turnovers, where Louisiana Tech has 24 in the game, and that is already 5 above their average. Other than that, this has to be one of the best games that the Lady Techsters have played all season from an offensive standpoint. Hess, Smuda, Hodges, Viastadish, and Boone for the Flames. Lee, Marshall, Airy, Morris, and Thomas for La Tech. Hess to inbound. She goes cross court to Smuda. Smuda out to Hess for three. Got it! Emma Hess from 3rd Street to give the Flames the lead. Under 30 seconds to go. There's going to be about a 2.5-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Actually, a little less than that. We'll say 2 exactly, as La Tech will take a timeout. The Flames work that offense around by throwing a lob pass to Smuda, and that kind of got the attention away from Hess, who curled around a couple of screens. Smuda found her, and Emma, who has not shot the ball well in this game, was 0 of 3 from 3 before that shot. Took it in stride, nothing but net. Liberty back up by 1. Still a lot of basketball left to be played. And the Flames actually, by working that so quickly, played 2 for 1, although there's a very small difference between the shot clock and game clock. La Tech is out of timeouts. The Flames have 2 timeouts remaining. Lady Techsters will inbound on the near side. Down by 1. Flames have the same unit on the court. Bradley gets it into Aaron. Aaron holds it above her head. Up top. Dribbles to the far side and almost had it knocked loose. It gets over in the corner to Bradley. Bradley will drive baseline, threw the ball away, but it trickles all the way to the near side to Morris. 11 seconds to shoot for Morris. She's double teamed. Tries to get some space. Instead, we'll have to pass back to Bradley. Bradley takes it into the paint and scores. With 2.7 seconds to go on a broken play, La Tech is able to get a high degree of difficulty shot to fall in, and they retake the lead. There were a couple of times on that possession where it looked like the Flames had almost forced a turnover. The one cross-court pass that basically played Plinko, but eventually got to Gianna Morris on the near side. The shot clock about to expire. La Tech banked home about a 7 or 8 footer. They've hit their last 6 field goals. And they lead by 1 with 2.7 seconds to go. Not sure if the officials took a look to make sure the clock was correct or not. But either way, 2.7 certainly is enough time for the Flames. Liberty does have a timeout remaining as well if they run into any trouble inbounding. Liberty down 67-66. And we'll see which unit comes out on the court. I'm going to assume the starters are still in for the Flames. Lee Marshall, Airy, Morris, and Thomas for La Tech. And the Flames have Ayastadish, Boone, Smuda, Hess, and Hodges. Boone will inbound in front of the Flames coaching staff on the far side of the court after they advance it on the timeout. Boone with the ball in her hands. Flames have 2.7 seconds. The inbounds comes to Hess. She turns and fires. Her 3-pointer's off the mark, and time will expire on the game. The Flames fall 67-66 to La Tech on the road in Ruston. That last play was a little bit of a rush. It was almost as if the Flames only had 0.7 of a second, not 2.7. As Emma made the catch, and basically just sort of turned and sort of flung it all in one motion. It did give Liberty a brief chance for a rebound, but there just wasn't enough time after the shot came up short. Not sure if that's exactly what they were looking for in that spot, but when the inbounds kind of broke down, that's what happened. And the Flames' 7-game winning streak comes to an end. What a tough loss here at La Tech. After Liberty had led by 10 to start the 4th quarter, they were outscored by the Lady Techsters 23-12 in the final 10 minutes, and La Tech finishes the game shooting 62% from the field, 50% from three. We'll take a break. When we come back, the Coca-Cola Locker Room Report here on Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
When it was time for my family and I to buy and sell our houses, we knew exactly who to call, and that was Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Hi, this is Nick Pierce, encouraging you to do what we did. Make the easy decision and call Jason Porter for all of your real estate needs.
Thanks, Nick. And Flames Nation, let's talk about how we can serve you. Call or text me today, Jason Porter, at 434-258-8827. That's 434-258-8827, or email me at jasonporterrealestate@gmail.com. Thanks, and as always, go Flames.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
Start the new year with a new ride and the biggest savings yet from Lynchburg Nissan. Get $10,700 off MSRP, 0% for 72 months, and up to 40 miles per gallon. Plus, drive with confidence thanks to our million-mile warranty. This is your moment to make that move you've been waiting for. With rates this low and discounts this high, the time to act is now. Stop by, call, or visit us online before the best selection is gone. Lynchburg Nissan, home of the million-mile warranty.
The doctors at Crossroads Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Stephen Hatch, James Peary III, Trey Woolwine, and Carol Roberts have over 50 years of experience serving Lynchburg and the surrounding area. Their dental office in Forest is open and ready to serve you. Crossroads Family Dentistry provides all family and cosmetic dental needs and accepts major dental insurances. They're located at 14761 Forest Road in front of Brauburgers. More information is available at CrossroadsFamilyDentistryVA.com.
The game is over, but we're just getting started with the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report. Coming up, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair will present the final game statistics. Head coach Kerry Green will stop by to give his thoughts on the game, and we'll update the out-of-town scoreboard built by Frank Good Builders. Now let's head back inside the arena for the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report.
A tough loss for the Lady Flames as they fall to Louisiana Tech 67-66. Flames hit a three-pointer in the final minute to take a one-point lead. Emma Hess with the three made it 66-65. But then Bradley was able to answer with a contested basket in the paint. Liberty played some pretty good defense on that possession and forced La Tech into really having to scramble a bit after the initial offense broke down. But Bradley's banked shot from about 8 rattled home. Flames then called timeout and had 2 seconds to answer, 2.7 actually, and the inbound came to Emma Hess outside the arc. She sort of turned into a very quick three-pointer. I think if she had it to do over again, she would have probably tried to maybe drive, get a little bit to the side, find some space, because Flames did have time for a couple of dribbles before a shot would have needed to be taken. But the three-pointer came up short. There was a brief scramble for the rebound, but the horn sounded, and the Flames now have their second loss of the conference season. They fall to 8-2 and 15-6 overall. La Tech is now 12-9 overall and 5-5 inside of Conference USA. Larry's Tire and Auto stats. Flames not going to be happy with the defensive effort, but in some ways, now there were some layups that were allowed, especially in the first half. But down the stretch, Louisiana Tech just made some shots. They shot 62% from the field, 5 of 10 from 3. That's 20, no, actually, let's see, a little more than that. 21 percentage points above their three-point average. And about the same, about 20 points above their field goal average on the year. Flames were 43% from the field, and Liberty was 26% from 3, 6 of 23. And Liberty 12 of 15 from the free throw line, 80%. La Tech 10 of 15. As we'll get Coach Green joining us here post-game. Coach reading off some of the stats, and just the percentages are so surprising. Certainly can't go by averages, because in this game, your team's shooting percentage a little bit below, 5 percentage points below what your season average would be. La Tech 20 percentage points above in both from the field and from the three-point line. And I know there's some things to be critical about defensively, but they also just made some shots, made some tough shots, including that last one that was contested in the paint.
Yeah, but it was on the block. She's a lefty, we know, and we let her get to that spot. And there's no excuse. This is disappointing because, as you're saying, the numbers don't lie. I mean, they missed one shot. Our defense has got to be better. They missed one shot from three-point range, and they missed one shot from the foul line. Yeah, we're talking about 89%, 67%, and 83. Give up 23 points. Didn't show toughness or maturity at the end, and we knew it was going to be a tough game. Those numbers are hard to overcome. And also, I think in the fourth quarter, I think your numbers are, I think you had 5 turnovers in the fourth quarter. So it's hard to win if you're not executing your stuff. And when you're not executing your stuff, you better be solid on the defensive end. And missed one free throw, 1 3, and 1 shot from the field. So those numbers are hard to overcome.
And talking about the fourth quarter, when you look at it on your side, that was also unfortunately the worst shooting quarter for your team as well. 4 of 15 and 2 of 9 from 3. Even still, you've got the ball with 2.7 seconds to go, inbounding after moving it up court with a chance to win the basketball game. Did that play materialize the way that you had hoped?
Yeah, but I would much rather won the game on the foul line. You're down 1. We didn't have to take 3. And that's a tough shot. Yeah, we had 2 options, and we went to the 2 options and just didn't attack. Could have won the game on the free throw line. Instead, only take a very difficult shot. And, I expect maturity out of the team. I mean, I'm calling it like it is. And we just didn't show a lot of experience, maturity in the fourth quarter. Got to be solid on the defensive end. It shouldn't be in that situation, really. So we got to move on and accept the responsibilities of things we're doing, and don't let one loss turn into 2.
I guess the good news is it's a quick turnaround to try to get that taste out of your mouth as far as playing Sam Houston on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be scrappy, confident, and where are we going to be mentally? Are we going to be solid? And you got to be tough when you go on the road. It's just tougher on the road, and it's more of not so much physical as it is mentally prepared and locked in to execute your stuff both offensively and defensively.
Just a question. I'm just curious how the official, if they gave you an explanation on that three-pointer that Asia Boone shot, that it looked like she got fouled after she was coming down, and there were no free throws taken. How did they describe that? Because I thought that would have been 3 free throws.
Yeah, I did too. So we'll look at it and evaluate it and send it to the official supervisor. But I can't make a comment because I had questions with it. So, they won't come over and explain it to you. So I think basically what they would say it was a shot and it was a foul after the shot, and not in double bonus. She didn't go to the foul line.
She didn't go to the foul line.
We just got the ball. Yep. So, we got to play better.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you up the road in Huntsville here in a couple of days.
Yeah, thank you.
That's head coach Kerry Green. Again, the Lady Flames lose a heartbreaker here at La Tech by a final score of 67-66. We'll throw a couple more stats at you here real quick and thank a couple of our sponsors, Century Exteriors for the three-point shooting numbers. Also, Food Lion, another 1,200 meals donated to local area food banks through the Food Lion Feed Score to Give More campaign. Again, if you're just tuning in, La Tech, they shot 62% from the field, 26 of 42. And Liberty was 24 of 56, 43% from the field. Flames 6 of 23 from 3, and La Tech 5 of 10. Liberty did win the free throw battle by 2, 12 of 15. La Tech was 10 of 15. Rebounding, though, went La Tech's way, 27-24. Turnovers, Liberty actually forced more than they gave up. They forced 24, they gave up 17. Leading scorer for the Lady Flames was Asia Boone. She had 14. Emmy Stout had 11. Bella Smuda, with 10. Bradley's 19, led everybody. Morris with 16, and Lee with 14 for La Tech. Points in the paint, 36-28 Flames. 36-28 La Tech. Points off turnovers, 16-14 La Tech. Bench points, 25-7 in favor of Liberty. With Lost Flames now 15-6 on the year, 8-2 in the conference, falling out of first place, and La Tech is now 12-9 and 5-5 in the middle of the standings in CUSA. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll wrap things up now from courtside. We'll take a break, and out of that, Trey will finish up the broadcast with a look at your Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Again, here from Louisiana, the Lady Flames fall 67-66 to La Tech, and they play Sam Houston on Saturday up in Huntsville, Texas. You're listening to Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
It's a new era for Liberty Flames baseball. First-year head coach Bradley LaCroix is ready to lead the Flames to new heights.
Our ultimate goal is to win championships, play in the postseason, and hopefully one day get to Omaha.
With a fresh roster and a clean slate, the Flames are taking aim at the best teams in Conference USA.
Deep to left, and out of here!
Be at Worthington Field at Liberty Baseball Stadium for all 31 home games. Home opener is February 14th. Season tickets at libertyflamesbaseball.com.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
You've been listening to live radio coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report.
Hess to inbound. She goes cross court to Smuda. Smuda out to Hess for three. Got it! Emma Hess from 3rd Street to give the Flames the lead.
Unfortunately, our play of the game results in the Liberty Flames falling short 67-66. Louisiana Tech gets the win, but a great shot there by Emma Hess with 34 seconds left to give the Flames a lead with that little time remaining. Unfortunately, Flames do fall short in that one. But now, let's get to our Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Starting in Conference USA, all of these games have gone final. Western Kentucky 78, Kennesaw State 57, Middle Tennessee 63, Jacksonville State 46, and Sam Houston 66, FIU 54. As for top 25, a couple of games still going on. 4 minutes left in this one. Louisville 64, looking to get the upset over number 21 Cal 64-51. Number 3 Notre Dame 72. Stanford 26 with 2:41 left in third. Halftime, number 4 Texas 38. Number 24 Vandy 25. And 3:29 left in the second quarter. 33 for number 16 Maryland versus Oregon with 15. A couple finals for you. Number 2 South Carolina 74. Georgia 42. Number 19 Tennessee pulls off the upset and gets the win over number 5 UConn 80-76. Number 10 Duke 74. Clemson 55. Number 17 Georgia Tech 70. SMU 69. And number 22 Florida State 101. Virginia 68. Number 23 Alabama 84. Florida 66. Number 6 LSU 71. Missouri 60. And number 15 Oklahoma 66. 66. Ole Miss 56. As for men's college football, the schedule did come out today for Conference USA, but in basketball on the men's side, Liberty 74, Louisiana Tech 69 with 2:45 left. Liberty shooting the ball well and looking to head their way into a win. The rest of the games are final. Jacksonville State 77, Middle Tennessee 63, Kennesaw State 76, Western Kentucky 69, and FIU 85. Sam Houston 82. As mentioned, that score for Liberty, 74-49 with 2:28 left. So as soon as we close this one out, you can switch over and hear the call of that game on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. And that will do it for us. For Jamie Hall, I'm Trey Lyle. Everyone have a great rest of your evening.
You've been listening to the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report and Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. This game has been brought to you in part by Joe Yock with Alcova Mortgage, showing you the way home. Aqua Pros, pools, hot tubs, and hearth. Carillion Clinic, inspiring better health. Carter Bank, life lived full. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling. Crossroads Family Dentistry. Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. 11 West, First Bank and Trust, the bank that puts you first. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Frank Good Builders. Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Gentry Lock Attorneys. The Good Feet Store. By Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg. Liberty Basketball has also been brought to you by